All right, welcome back. A lot to talk about, but the price is moving, so we're going to try and make this quick so I can get back to my trades. But this is Crypto Rolly, the crypto watch that never stops, live technical analysis, price predictions, and trading. Remember, this is not financial advice. Do your own research and trade at your own risk. Hit that like, comment, subscribe, tick the bell for notifications. All right. Looking at the market, we can see green across the board, 14% on Ethereum, 5% Litecoin, 11% Tezos, just keeps pumping and pumping. We got over $1 billion in volume on Bitcoin, looking good. The greed is moving up to a 61. People are starting to get greedy. FOMO kicking in. I can feel it myself. I have to remind myself. Stay calm, stay patient, maybe do some yoga, meditation, whatever it takes, all right? We have 90 days to the block halving. The FOMO is real. Guys, look at this. Coinbase is about to offer 3x leverage on margin trading. This is great news for U.S. retail traders. This will be for institutions and retail traders. 3x isn't as much as, some people like BitMEX offer up to 100x, but you really don't need that. 3x is plenty. Personally, I use 5 to 10x, but it doesn't really matter about the leverage. It more so matters about your contract, your position size, okay? Anyways, good to see Coinbase moving in the right direction. Ethereum, big news. They might have a collaboration with Jpmorgan. And basically, I don't need to read into all of this. Hey, if we're in a bull market, once these news stories come out, depending whether it's XRP, it's Cardano, Ethereum, whatever it is, when there's, collaborations or you have, like mainnet launches or airdrops, any type of news story could pump the price of these coins. So myself, I'm going to start looking at more news stories. I'm going to be listening to the different guys who like to read off the news. Stuff like that is going to be more effective in a bull cycle, where in a bear market, no one really cares about the news. But things are changing and it's time to adapt, and you want to adapt as quick as you can, okay? Because the market changes. On the other hand, we also have this story that 7 million Ethereum moved from Gemini. And is this confidence or dump impending? We will see, okay? Price is pretty high, pretty extended, but it's showing no sign of dump so far. So guys, the trend is your friend till it's not. And when it's not, it might be pretty savage, okay? Basically, what I want to talk about, I've already discussed 30% pullbacks, 40% pullbacks, be aware. But, today I'm going to keep it short on that topic. What I want you to realize is you have to use stop losses when you trade, okay? The reason so many people lost a lot of money is because they got into crypto, they heard about this huge pump, they wanted to get involved, they bought Bitcoin. Once they bought Bitcoin, they're like, oh, what are these altcoins? Altcoins going to 100x? Wow. So they just started buying, myself included, just buying any crypto that sounded good. Someone on the internet said it was going to 50x by 2020. And you're like, cool, I'll throw like a couple $100 there, a couple $1,000 there, whatever, And you didn't know how to trade though. You were just buying and didn't use a stop loss, and then the price kept going down and down and down and down. And a lot of people lost up to 90% just because, they weren't traders. They were investing in something that was dumping. So my advice on these rallies is use a stop loss. Be aware that the price can dump. So if you're in profit, put your stop loss into profit, okay? Trail along the way. Because I don't want to be the guy saying, hey, pullbacks are going to come, don't buy, and then, the price just keeps going and going and going. So if you are looking into getting into one of these altcoins, look for a good setup, but also make sure you're aware that the price can dump, so have your stop loss, okay? Also, when prices go in parabolic, I really don't look at the 1 hour. I try to stay off of it as much as possible. But when the price is moving this fast, that would be an exception to when you can start using 1 hour time frames, lower time frames. And we can see here, my blue 10 simple and my yellow 21 EMA were holding up Ethereum's price pretty much the whole way. You had a little dip to the orange 50 EMA, 100 EMA here. But then when we skyrocketed, probably on the news, you can see the 10 simple has been acting. And just now we even had a pretty big dump on Ethereum and then bounced off the 10 simple again. So keep your eye on this on the 1 hour, looking at these time frames. But just remember, I prefer 4 hour minimum. So if you are going to look at the 1 hour, just also zoom out and be aware of, if you do get faked out on the 1 hour, where the price could move on a larger time frame. Okay, so moving on, let's go back to BTC. Let's go out to the weekly. And basically you can see that we're hitting horizontal resistance right now on the chart, on the weekly chart. You can see that this is where the top of the wick hit here. And also, you could see that if we zoom in a little closer, you had the body close beneath it here. You had a close here, a close here. So basically, this is kind of a range, 10,400 to 10,500, nothing exact, but in this area, you're going to see a horizontal resistance. If we are able to break above this, my next level would be all the way up here, and this is coming in at 11,600. Sorry, let me come back to this chart. So 11,600-ish, okay? Also, there's a CME gap if you are a gap boy at 11,800. And I'm picking this horizontal resistance basically using these candle bodies here on the weekly chart. All right, go into the 1 hour because we want to see what's happening right now. It looks like there's a bit of an ascending triangle, but we haven't been able to close a 1 hour candle above this horizontal resistance. So we're looking for a close above here for another leg up. All right. Moving on, we're moving quick today. 4 hour, let's go to the 4 hour. We'll take off the drawing tool and we'll throw on our moving averages. You have the 10 simple coming up, acting as support at 10,270. If this doesn't hold, your next level would be the yellow 21 EMA at 10,130. All right. Our stochastics are up high, but we're not paying attention too much to that. Also, it looks like if we do get a top here and we dump, that will be bearish divergence. But if we just continue upwards from here, you're going to see the RSI go. So we're not going to scream bearish divergence right now. Let's take a look at our Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands, you have your middle BB support all the way down here at 10,090. Okay. If we do happen to drop, you might find support there. And the top resistance is on the 4 hour Bollinger Band is coming in at 10,565. So that could be our next little pit stop possibly. Okay. Ichimoku clouds. Ichimoku clouds, also you have your support coming down here, 10,094 as well. Let's move on to the 12 hour. 12 hour. You have your support down here coming in at 97.80. I'm looking for 9,600 to hold if we do get a savage dump. 9,600 was the horizontal that goes all the way back. We'll take a look real quick just to refresh everyone's mind. I do this pretty much every video, but if you're a new watcher, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe so you don't miss these. 9,600, where is 9,600? 9,600, somewhere around here. We can extend this line out. We'll take this over here. And you can see we had support, resistance, broke above, kind of found support here again. So if we do get a dump, I'm going to look for 9,600 to be a strong support, possibly filling out a range in this region, okay? But that's just kind of a, not worst case scenario, but a bad scenario. If we break beneath 9,600, I might start getting worried. All right, back to the 12 hour, Let's hide this. 1 second. Ichimoku, Bollinger Bands. Okay, let's look. So again, you also have the middle BB coming in around 97.73. We are in the bullish zone on Bollinger Bands. looking good. Your stochastic still up high. Not too much to say when these, we're not paying attention to the stochastics and RSI as much because we're rallying, we're pumping hard, and these haven't been the best signals when they're up high. Better signals when they cross up, okay? When they cross up, those have been better signals if you're using stochastics. Going on to the daily. Let's see. Again, stochastics are up high, but not talking too much about that. We've been riding along this upper resistance band, and you have the middle BB support way down here, but we're clearly still in the bullish zone. And the Ichimoku cloud, look, the middle BB from the Bollinger Bands and then this blue conversion line are pretty similar, okay? So we'll just skip that. And our moving averages, we have the 10 simple coming down at 98.20. So if we do have a dump on the daily, look for this to act as support. As you can see, it did here, here. It acted as a temporary support, broke below, then the yellow 21 picked it back up. So if we do break the 10 simple, the yellow 21 EMA is at 94.90. But I'm looking for 9,600 to hold. Our moving averages will continue to move up as well. So possibly you'll see the yellow 21 at 9,600 pretty soon. We can see we're getting a 50 EMA crossing above the pink 200 simple. We already had the golden cross of 50 EMA above the 200 EMA. So it's just good to see, these moving averages move back above the 200 simple, okay? What else? The weekly. Let's take a look at the weekly. The weekly, we're above the yellow 21 EMA. If we're above the weekly 21 EMA, I'm considering this a bull market, so we want to maintain that. That's all the way down at 86.80 support, okay? Ichimoku cloud, we did hit the top of the resistance cloud coming in at 10,396. So if we can break 10,400, we want to see us consolidate above here, and down the road we want to see this tighten up and then possibly form a green cloud, okay? Otherwise, your support is going to be coming down all the way down here at 86.60, okay? So that's that on the Ichimoku. Bollinger Bands, you're also hitting that top resistance, but if we can close this weekly above the top resistance band at 10,324, that could be super bullish. You can see when we did that here, we were just riding above it. Very bullish to see, okay? And our stochastic still gliding to the top, looking good. I don't know what's going on the side of TradingView the past few days. If anybody has an idea, please leave a comment, let me know. I'm having to switch back and forth to refresh it. So if anyone has an idea why that's happening, let me know. All right. And so that's that, guys. I'm moving quick. Let's go back to the 1 hour. I do have a trade open, so I'm curious what's happening. We're still in the bullish zone on the Bollinger Bands, and we'll go over to our moving averages. We're still above the 10 simple. The yellow 21 EMA is holding us up. If we start closing beneath the yellow 21 EMA, we could see a little more downward action. And we do have this potential ascending triangle formation. We're getting towards the end, so we're going to see a move pretty soon. I thought we were about to get it here, and then again, we were rejected. It looked like we were going to dump, and then it got bought back up. So it's getting crazy. Have your stop losses. If you're in a short, make sure you have a stop loss. If you're in a long, have a stop loss, okay? Don't just press buy and hope for the best, okay? Because that usually does not work out. All right, so we can go to our Heiken Ashi. Let's do that, and then we'll finish up. Hit the like, subscribe if you haven't. So Heiken Ashi on the 1 hour is still bullish. Going to the 4 hour, still bullish on, and I think we'll just be bullish across the board. 12 hour, and the Heiken Ashi is good for a trending candle. You can see once they start trending, they trend for a while. Still looking good on the daily. The weekly is going to look the same. Still looking good. Still looking good. Oh, one thing I wanted to point out also, real quick. Yes, the monthly also looks good on the Heiken Ashi. But if we look at our stochastics, the stochastic on the monthly looking for a cross up. This could be super bullish as well. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.